A goniometer allows you to measure joint angles objectively without relying on visual estimation. It provides clear, repeatable data that helps track progress over time. Using one improves accuracy and allows you to demonstrate measurable changes in range of motion. Hi, I'm going to do a short video now to show you how to use a goniometer, and you're going to need this information to measure every joint of the body. Okay, come and have a look. So I'll show you the different parts. Now we have this big round bit at the end, that's the base of the goniometer, and it's attached to this stable arm. When we measure a joint, we fix that, and we then move this arm, the top arm or the moving arm. Okay, so that's the first point. Always fix the bottom arm. The other point is this one here. So that's the pivot point. Whatever joint we're measuring in the body, we must put that pivot point on the joint. So we need to see through the body with our anatomical knowledge and place that point on the joint. Then we're going to have a look at where the zero is. There you can see there's a 0 here and a 180 here. So if I'm measuring a joint in this position and I move the top arm and take it to about here, what angle have we just gone through? So we started at 0 and we need to be looking here, and we've gone through 60. However, in some parts of the body, we start measuring in this position. And if that's the case, we still need to look where our 0 is. So the 0 is on this side. If we're moving this moving arm, we continue to look at that side. So that, for example, would be 80 degrees of movement. So 3 quick takeaway points using a goniometer. First one, always place the pivot directly on the joint of the body. Secondly, have a look where the 0 is. What side is the 0? And you're going to carry on looking at that movement. Thirdly, estimate the joint range before you even look at the goniometer, and that will give you a much better idea of what to look as well. So we've got a leg here. And this is going to be quite easy to measure because there's no soft tissue in the way, but I want to demonstrate where we're going to place the goniometer. So if we're measuring knee flexion, we'd always start with the knee straight. And we're going to put the center of the goniometer in the mid-knee joint line, tibiofemoral joint. The fixed arm of the goniometer is going to go down the femur. The central part is going to go right in the middle of the knee joint line, and the moving arm is going to go down the lower leg. And I place it along the fibula, pointing down to the lateral malleolus here. As the knee bends, let's say the knee goes that far, hopefully it would go a lot more, we take that, we follow the movement, and again take that down the line of the fibula. Now we've got a more flexible client. Same 3 things, pivot point here, stable arm down the femur, moving arm this way. As the client moves their leg, what we're going to do before we do anything, we're going to estimate that. Now we've gone past 90 degrees. I'm estimating that at maybe 130. So let's check. We move the moving arm round. We go down the line of the fibula. Oh, we're on 137. So my estimation skill wasn't bad, but it does tell me what end of the goniometer to look, because we've either got 44 or we've got 137. Let's see if you've got this then. Quick movement, wrist flexion. That is about my wrist flexion. I start from here, I end here. Estimate that angle. Let's see if we can measure one-handed. Okay, down my ulnar, down there. Okay. See how you got on. So if you've got one of these at home, start using it and have a look at the videos at how to use it for each joint. But now, quick recap. Firstly, pivot point and the center of the joint. Stable arm of the goniometer on the more fixed bone. Top arm is the moving arm. That will follow the joint round. Have a look at what end is 0. But the key point is to estimate the angle before you even look at the goniometer. Because if you haven't got one of these, estimation skills are invaluable. And thank you for watching.